What's the best advice you can give to other aspiring artists trying to pursue their dreams?
The best advice I would give is just, follow your heart. Don't do anything that makes you uncomfortable. Don't try to be like everyone else that you see. Like find who you are, and tap into that. Like really get to figure you out first, and your people will gravitate towards you. And definitely in this industry, I feel like women shouldn't they shouldn't feel pressed to expose their self or
That's right. That's right.
just do any type of thing. Like never forget about the music. I mean, all that stuff is cool and stuff. I mean, I could get sexy every now and then, but don't let that be all that you're about, you
That's
know?
right. That's important.
So, yeah, always make it about the music, and then everything else will fall into place.
I think that I think that's some gems right there. That's some serious gems, especially for female artists because a lot of them they feel like they have to be sexy all the time or overextend themselves and then they get put in that hole, you know what I'm saying?
It puts you in a box, and like that's my main thing with my music, with anything. I don't want to be put in a box, any kind of box.
That's
So it's just
right. We trying to
like
think outside the box.
Saint Anthony, I've lost my mind. I've heard that lost things you can find. If that is true, please hear my prayer. There's none around who seem to care. Life is so hard and I'm lost in the dark with no way out. Everything seems to be closing me in. I'm a prisoner of doubt. Saint Anthony, there's no one here to see me paralyzed with fear. I've lost my nerve, the will to fight. Can't seem to find a shining light. Life is so hard and I'm lost in the dark with no way out. Everything seems to be closing me in. I'm a prisoner of doubt.
So how was it like growing up in a Caribbean household? I know that must have been crazy.
Yeah, growing up in a Caribbean household, my parents were really strict. I couldn't do much, go out, watch TV, things of that nature. So that's how music came along. I spent a lot of time finding myself, being with myself. So yeah,
Wow, that's crazy. So were your parents were they encouraging?
no, they weren't. Now they're pledged, but
Now they're real supportive?
supportive
That's
now.
that's
Basically.
fantastic. That's good. So what are some of the artists that have inspired you the most, that just really got you going and made you feel like, you know what, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to just jump off the cliff. I'm ready to make this happen.
Yes. A couple, just to name a couple, I have Summer Walker, of course. B.
Okay, cool.
Caesar, her. People also tell me that my style kind of fits into their category. So those are also people that have inspired me and I look up to. So yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's great. That's fantastic. Now I know in 2019 you had a single called Mystery Man.
Mm.
The fans been raving about. Is that your best performing single thus far? And how did that song come about?
Okay, well, yes, Mystery Man. The fans love Mystery Man once I start. Of course, we all have that experience when you have a man who's consistently accusing you of cheating, and with Casper, I should say. But yeah, that's how Mystery Man came along. I was in a long-term relationship, and he just made it a reality, basically. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. You said with Casper.
Yeah.
Oh God. So so you made that record. That record was hot.
Mhm.
Uh, you got a video for a new single. It's called "Forget It." It's done very well, by the way.
Yeah.
I must say, is that an experience that happened to you in real life?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. I would say I took the experience from two relationships I had. One with consistent cheating, and the other was the talking to me like shit. So I put those,
Wow.
and that's what we came up with. Yeah.
Yeah. So you went through some hard stuff, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And now I'm just saying you went through some hard stuff with relationships and things of that nature. So a lot of your writing is inspired through, real life things that go on. And which
Yeah.
is good, because at least you're keeping it, one down while, which is really good.
Yeah. And I want people to feel that they can express and show their pain as well and not hide, People can,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, what are some of the challenges you go through being a new artist, securing your spot in the game? Like, what are some of the challenges, and also being a female artist? I mean, is there some obstacles and things that you go through on a daily basis?
yeah. Of course, being a female artist, it's hard to break alone. Just with consistency, working hard, determination. I've overcome those obstacles, and there's still obstacles to overcome as well. People just not taking you as serious as you take your own craft. So, yeah.
That's true. That's real true. Me being an artist, I can kind of understand that. You always have to just keep proving yourself to yourself, most importantly, first and foremost. But it's a business where, everyone's gonna always doubt you,
Yeah.
and you gotta just go hard. So I see that you're actually really going hard. Is this your first major television appearance?
Yes, it is. I know.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. Well, we're
Hello.
excited.
Yeah, this is my first time. I'm kind of nervous, but yeah, I'm really excited to see the world. Well, show the world me and my music. And meet my
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's good. Now tell me about your future projects. Like I heard you're working on a possible EP in the works. What's cooking up in the lab right now?
Oh, you're hearing things. Yeah, I'm not gonna speak too much on it. EP is in the works, but I do have a new single that's about to drop soon called Handle That. So you guys can be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be real hot. So, yeah.
Wow, handle that.
Yeah.
Do you want to give the audience a little sneak preview of what it's about, or is it still under the wraps?
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it under the wraps because this is basically me breaking into my other side.
Wow, okay. That's cool. That's cool. That's what it's about, showing that depth.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. So you think by you showing the depth, showing your other side, giving the audience, different personalities, different things that go on in your mind, you think that separates you from the rest of the singers in the game?
Well, I wouldn't say that it separates me from the rest. We all have our own lane. Of course, I'm inspired by Beyonce, SZA, Summer, and so forth, but they were inspired by someone as well. They realized that they had their own lane, their own path. So
That's right. That's right.
I wouldn't say it separates me from anything, but I'm just in my own lane.
You're in your own lane.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And where can the audience follow you? All the success that you're creating for yourself. Where can they follow you? They want to be a fan. They want to know all the updates that's going on with you, all that good stuff.
Okay, yeah. So on IG or the gram, you can follow me. My name is KAISSIDY. You can get everything you need from there. In my bio is the pre-save link for the Handle That song that's getting ready to release. So you guys can go check that out as well. Yeah.
Well, that sounds fantastic. We really appreciate you being on the Mental Margarita show. Everybody get a chance to check that out. And, we're rooting for you over here, and we really appreciate, you spending some time and dedicating your time to, show us some love. We really appreciate that.
Thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity, really.
Absolutely. So y'all heard it, man, from Cassidy. She's doing her thing. It's going to be amazing. And y'all stay tuned. All right, we did it.
All right.
I got you. So once we finish the final edit, we'll let you know when it's going to air, all that good stuff.
Okay.
And then we're gonna edit your video into it and everything. So we'll make it, we're gonna spice it up, make it real nice.
Okay. Did I do good? I was so nervous.
You did good. You got a good background for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I had to find a spot real quick.
Yeah, that mirror's busted. Look, the mirror you got some production value in the damn thing.
The placemats, I'm dead.
I saw the place. I was like, oh, okay. She in a restaurant. Okay.
I'm
Look.
dead.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's cool, man. Nice meeting you. And like I said, well.
Travel with us, if you will, on a journey to the fabulous National Young Theatre in London to experience a gripping monologue by Slykat's daughter.
I see cancerous cells multiplying on my body in lesions, hives, hot like fever, this guilty bodily treason, and pus that crusts, foaming wet, frothy goodbyes, his skin pouring out phosphorus, insufferably sad odors, skin cries. Do you understand why I could never look you in the eyes? Not enough. Touch too sacred, I'm not worthy of. Something must be wrong. She investigates the undiagnosed sickness she knows she's had all along. Tap, 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 she goes into the wide world of her narrow phone. A paranoid professional does she become once alone. Because she knows that I know. Like clockwork, every 7 years my body betrays me and grows. Skin shedding me of my armour. Each metamorphosis stripping me of joy, hope, and ardour. All these resurrections getting harder and harder and harder. Confused thoughts of her conception ejaculate tormenting visions of her afterlife reception. The final test. The final rejection. When her body finally fails her. Too scared to breathe. Too scared to be without breath. Mind constipated with chattering fear. Mind pregnant with death. I'm worried that I'm losing my mind.
We have the Mental Margarita show right now, and it's going to be fantastic. I'm sitting here talking to the real KL. This ain't the substitute. This ain't the phony. This is the real KL in the house. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. Blessed to be here. Thankful to see it another day. That's all it is, man.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. We enjoying ourselves, and you know what? I tell you, with everything that's going on in the world, man, you just got to have that inner peace. It's really important.
Crazy out here.
It's crazy. It's a crazy world right now. So let me get right to it, man. So Linden, New Jersey. There's a lot of great artists that come out of Jersey. Are you ready to carry the torch, my brother?
Of course. I mean, I'm just being patient and patiently waiting. That's it. I'm a humble guy, and I count my blessings as they come along. So I'm just ready.
You seem ready. You seem poised. Now I see you started later on writing and stuff, and really just getting it to the next level. What do you feel made you turn it up a notch? Like what was the moment for you where you're like, yeah, this is what I want to do?
It was just pretty much the support. People don't realize that if you don't have the support, it can kind of drain you a little bit. So by me having that support system and the people that I have behind me, it kind of pushed me and motivated me more to do exactly what I wanted to do. And so far it's been good.
That's true, man. You got to have that support, you know, because it's a tough industry that we're in. And, you know, there's going to be a lot of failures, you know, which is part of success. We all know that. I mean, that's an old cliche, but it's really true. You know, some of the most simple stuff that we're taught, you know, you find out how real those things are, you know. So you definitely got to have that supporting cast. Now, any new projects slated for this year? If there's anything pumping in the streets that you want to let the audience know about?
Yeah, well, I got an album out now. It's called The Best. Pretty much the album is pretty much giving you the best of me. Different aspects, different angles that I tackle, you know, whether it's talking about my life, whether it's talking about females, or just regularly just talking about me in general, like street in general. So it's like it's a mixture of both. So I mean, of all worlds. So that's why I call it The Best. So, you know, the main track that I'm focusing on that I want everybody to gravitate to is called Pass Me the Rock.
Pass Me the Rock, baby.
That right there, I'm with fingers crossed, I'm trying to get that to be, you know, part of the NBA anthem.
Let me tell you something. When I first heard that joint, I was like, man, this has this marketability for that, like right away, as soon as you hear it. Like, you got to get this to ESPN. You got to figure this thing out. And I'm hoping that this show will help be a catalyst to, you know, help you get to that point, because, you know, in Vegas, there's a lot going on. And I definitely think that someone will be able to recognize it for what it is. It's a really great song.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. It's not easy. It's not, people may think that it's easy making a hit record, but it's not easy making hits. I mean, because you can make a song, but can you make a hit record?
Can you make a hit record? That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Can you make a hit record? Now, how would you describe your style? Because I'm going to say personally what I think. I felt some drill influence to it. I felt that, you know, that just that aggressiveness to it, lyrical. I like the metaphors, real catchy. How do you describe your style?
I mean, my style, to me, I'm very unique, because I do it based upon how I feel at that point in time. Like, you know, whether it's something I'm going through now or my past, whatever the case may be, like, it just depends on the, like, energy, because I'm very particular when it comes to my beats. So it's just how the energy makes me feel at that point in time. And then, you know, from there, the rest is history.
The rest is history. That's
so
cool.
I want to say that I'm a drill type rapper. I would just say that I like to try to, you know, tackle all genres.
Right. And you're versatile, you know, depending on the beat, you know, you might present a different style, you know, whatever you're feeling at the time.
And that's what my album brings. It brings the versatility out. It brings everything that, you know, today's sound is.
Right. And you know what? I want to tell you something about the title, man, because when I saw The Best and then I'm hearing the explanation of it, I'm like, okay, because that's really cool, because you're going to have a lot of people that are going to say, okay, The Best, let me check this out. And then you're saying, okay, look, it's more than just what you think it is. It's the best of me. You know what I'm saying? And we all can be the best of our own version. So I think that's very important that you're promoting it like that. That's cool.
Thank you, appreciate it. But I don't really look at myself as the best. Like, I'm a quote Baby line, because he said it best. Like, I don't call myself the best. I leave that up to the world.
That's real.
So that's so real. Me. So like you said, yeah, me calling the album The Best is pretty much just giving the world the best of me.
That's dope. That's real dope. I'm feeling that. Now, you being represented by, is it still Von Chase Management?
Yeah.
Is that okay? That's your management company. What is the vision you guys have as far as elevating your brand?
Well, we're trying to actually, I have my website out. So now what we're trying to do now is just look at different prices, look at different things as far as like merchandise, because I want to start handing out hoodies, handing out shirts, handing out hats, you know, book bags, cups. I'm trying to do it all. So it's just like, and posters as well. So if you go to my website, klmusic.com, It's music with a K, not it's music with a K, so it's MUSIK.com.
Okay.
And if you subscribe to my website, you can hear the full album.
You can hear the full album?
Yeah. Now, if you don't subscribe, it's just going to give you a snippet.
See, that's cool. That's a cool. I like that. That's cool.
So that's how I got it. And then also I got it to where if you want to help support, buy the album, or if you like certain songs on it, you can just buy the song. But in order for anybody to hear the full song, you have to subscribe.
You got to subscribe. That's right. Because we trying to build up that supporting cast, and we also trying to monetize. So come on now, y'all got to subscribe.
Well, not only on my website can you find my music, though. You can find my music on Spotify. You can find my music on Apple Music, YouTube. It's pretty much on all music platforms.
Cool. So you're hitting all the right platforms up.
Yes. And I got 2 videos out right now. It's called Vibe and The Best.
Okay, so you got 2 music videos.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we might have a special surprise for the audience. So let's keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Now, any specific producer you work with, or?
I is one producer that I do like working with because I love his melodies, and that's when I do my my melodic field. Because I like playing with my voice too. So his name is called he go by the name of Donna Producer.
Okay.
So I like his melody. I've been working with him. I've used a couple of his beats, and actually one of the videos that I have, that's one of his beats, the best. That was the latest video that I've done. And that's one of his beats that he did. So Don, the producer, is one. Well, as far as everything goes, is like I'm open to it because I'm trying to eat too. So I want to make sure that everybody eat. That's how I am. Like if I
that's
eat,
how you gotta be. That's exactly how you gotta be, man. There's enough on the table for everybody.
Exactly.
Now, is he based out of Jersey or he's based out of Jersey?
Now I done met a couple producers that's out of town, like in Atlanta. They sent me some beats. I'm going through them as we speak now. So it's like I'm just picking through the ones that I like, and if I like it, I can make love to them. But if not, then on to the next.
That's it. All right. Well, that's cool. Is there any producer, and I'm talking about just in general in the game, that you would love to work with, production wise, like one dream producer that you would like to really work with?
I'm not gonna lie. I really do like DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled.
Yeah, I really do like his beats. His style is very unique and is very different. And I like the way that he mixes instruments together.
Yeah.
And I love the way he samples too. Like the way he samples and the way he
it's different.
Is very different.
Yeah, it's very different. That's me and DJ Khaled, we go way back. I'll tell you that story another time, but we go way back.
Yeah. Well, I've heard some interesting, and I've read some interesting stuff too about you as well. So that's what really made me interested. But I'm like, I've heard of Cool and Dre. So it's like I listened to some of these beats, whatever case may be. So I'm like, this is a good vibe.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about, man. It's good that we're networking like this. Who knows? Maybe in the future we can do some collaborations.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to working with pretty much me how I am, because I'm very humble. So it's like I'm looking forward to working with anybody that looking forward to working with me.
Right.
I don't. It's sad to say, but out here in Jersey, it's a little different out here in Jersey. Jersey, you don't really get that supporting cast, and everybody really is every man for himself out here.
Every man for themselves, yeah.
And it's a shame that we got to go out of state in order to find that support that we should be able to find in our own town.
Yeah, it's true. It's so true. And it seems like it's like that everywhere, depending on where you're at. You know what I mean? You got to leave and go somewhere else and then bring it back.
Yeah, and that's what's been happening. Like I've been back and forth to Atlanta, and so far since I've been going back and forth to Atlanta, I've progressed more in my career like it was a little stepping stone for me in the beginning, but I linked up with the right supporting cast, and everybody was working together, and it made a lot of difference.
I'm happy for you, man. I truly am. Now you got a passion for educating the youth. I know that's important to you.
Yeah.
Any words of wisdom for young artists trying to do this on a professional level?
On a professional level, all I would say is knowledge is key. Make sure you get all knowledge that you need, because if you don't have the knowledge, people will take advantage of you. Don't rush into anything, especially money-wise, because it can hurt you in the long run.
Oh, goodness.
And don't always trust everything that you see, because there's a lot of scammers out here.
There's a lot
that will seem like they legit, but they'll take your money in a heartbeat.
They'll take every single thing from
exactly. And the most important thing too is I want to send this message out for the young boys. You don't necessarily have to be in a game to make it.
Thank you.
And that's my message that I wanted to give to the world. And that's what I want to give back to the community, showing different outs instead of just choosing the streets all the time, because that's all you pretty much hear in the music industry anyway. It's just street music, and everybody want to talk about killing each other or drugs, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, how we preaching, lives matter if we talking about killing each other and everything else.
So true. And you know what? It's gotten so out of control. And I just think that, man, more people need to be saying what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of people that could be saying it, but they don't have the balls to say it. You know what I mean? They feel like that's going to mess up their juice or what they got going on. I think that it's so important that we get that message across, man, because you got a lot of very young, talented people just dying, man, passing away.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, we have to look at it like this too. They're going to be our generation. I mean, our future. So it's like, why are we sitting there, trying to manipulate their mind into thinking that the only way you can make it is if you be one way. You don't have to be in the game. You ain't got to be out here selling drugs, whatever the case may be, because I'm not. So if I can make music positively without doing all that extra stuff, you can too.
That's deep, man. That's really deep. You got a lot of these record labels that get behind some of this stuff and they fund it. And the sad thing about it is, when that artist passed away, who's making all the money? The label.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So, it's like they just being like just completely deceived. And it's like we've gone through so much, to be so dumb. So we got to really brighten up, smarten up. So I'm glad that you said that.
Thank you.
Now, how does the audience follow your movement? I know you mentioned your website. You got all those things. Is there anything else you got going on that you want people to pay close attention to?
Well, right now, what I've been doing was, hosting the small kickouts, just to get people used to seeing me, because you got to start somewhere. So you can't just really you can just go up to people and say that, you do music, check this out. But I watch people and how they move when you go to them and you say that you do music. So I approach it differently. I make them feel comfortable first, and then I start just playing my music, and
right.
I see
right.
the head bopping and the movement and the dancing, so I don't even have to say nothing else after that. So that's what I do. I test it out. Like I do those small cookouts just to see what type of vibe I'm going to get. And so far, Pass Me the Rock is the main one that everybody gravitated to.
Trying to tell you, I'm feeling that, man. You better pass me the rock, man, because I'm telling you, I am feeling that song right there.
Appreciate it. But I really do want that to be one of the NBA's anthem. I really do.
You know what? I believe in willpower. And the audience is going to get a chance to hear a sample of that record as well. So that's going to be fantastic. I hope everybody enjoys it. And I'll do everything on my part. I know that, we're just meeting for the first time, but I'll do everything on my part to spread the word And if there's any opportunities where that presents itself, I'll link you up with it as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm grateful for that because
You know what's so crazy? I have a clothesline. It's called Thread Count, but I have these shirts that are called Buzzer Beater. And Buzzer Beater basically, making the last shot. But the whole symbolic meaning of it is not just basketball or sports. It's about, someone doubting you, someone saying that you're an underdog, but you prove it to yourself and to them that you can make it, And maybe we can do some interesting things with that, because I'm going to be trying to get that with some basketball players and stuff like that. And maybe we can have Pass Me the Rock kind of incorporated in that. So we'll talk about it, man. Most definitely.
Definitely, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm grateful for this opportunity. That's all I can say right now. I'm grateful.
Well, man, you know what? You came right. You were solid. You're on time. You beat me here. You got the background. You got the real KL doing his thing, man. We appreciate you on the Mental Margarita show, and look forward to having a margarita with you in Vegas some point.
I'm looking forward to that too.
All right. Well, God bless you, my brother.
God bless you too, man.
Shake the world.
Peace.
KL. Pass me the rock, I hit the shot. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. I'm not LeBron, call me the king. Dunk on you niggas, I'm set with the screen. Hold up. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. Hold up. Cut up some carry that 30 will pop. Pass me the rock, I hit the shot. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. I'm not LeBron, call me the king. Dunk on you niggas, I'm set with the screen. Hold up. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. Hold up. Cut up some carry that 30 will pop. He's in my dinner, rig on me go. Talking that trash as a no-go. They say my eyes so fago. I hit up your pocket with Prego. Don't test me, but I'm the my dog, don't push me. I ain't throwing shade. You just cool, a little different. We in the same spot. I just play a little different. Don't get mad at me, cause they treat you a little different. Don't get mad at me, cause my be looking different. I'm a boss, you a lame. That's a whole big difference. Pass me the rock, I hit the shot. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. I'm not LeBron, call me the king. Dunk on you niggas, I'm set with the screen. Hold up. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. Hold up. Cook up some carry that 30 will pop. Pass me the rock, I hit the shot. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. I'm not LeBron, call me the king. Dunk on you niggas, I'm set with the screen. Hold up. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. Hold up. Cook up some carry that 30 will pop. My shorty will pop, who wants smoke? Take it down, let it be stroke. I'm just digging the blue cheese. None of my who this? I would just think it's a movie. She said on this deal like a smoothie. Look at me now, look at the way that I walk, look at the way that I talk. I don't say much about this moment you pound, only but with a Dutch. Being a savage, it comes with a gift. Just know I don't quit, cause I ain't too legit. Hold up. Cause I ain't too legit. Hold up. Pass me the rock, I hit the shot. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. I'm not LeBron, call me the king. Dunk on you niggas, I'm set with the screen. Hold up. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. Hold up. Cook up some carry that 30 will pop. Pass me the rock, I hit the shot. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. I'm not LeBron, call me the king. Dunk on you niggas, I'm set with the screen. Hold up. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. Hold up. Cook up some carry that 30 will pop.
Hi, thank you for tuning in to Mental Margarita. I am the Rebel, and this is my rant. So, what is life? What is life after death? Does that even exist? And what are the differences? Because some people say no. But yet, instead of living that one good life, some of those people are out there killing kids at schools. And the God-fearing people, well, they say yes. And even though they know that they're going to be judged one day, some of those people are out there doing things even worse to our children. Well, I don't know what's worse, the trauma of dying or having to live with what has been done to them. You can be the judge of that. See, me, I'm a conscious person. But science says that the mainstream materialist view of reality is that physical matter is all there is. Meaning that when the physical brain stops working, so does the consciousness. Well, then how do you explain out-of-body experiences? And in religion, the preacher tells you that your loved ones are up in heaven looking down on you. But the Bible tells you that God will bring with him those who have fallen asleep. So technically, you are resting in peace until God comes to get you. I think that's why mediums exist. And if you believe in reincarnation, well, the question is, what comes first? The egg or the chicken? Life or death? I don't know. But what I do know is that if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And the best way to overcome these devils is with this thing named love. Beware of self, beware of mind, and beware of others. Thank you, and carpe diem.
And I think everybody's waiting for it. I mean, we're waiting here, man, and just want to say thank you for everybody.
And most definitely, my brother. Most definitely, most definitely. Let's get right into it, man. Dallas, Texas. Let's talk about your humble beginnings. What was it like growing up in Texas?
Man, growing up in Texas was always kind of hard. Everybody doing their thing, you know. And man, I grew up, we was poor, but we really didn't know it. I know that, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it wasn't really hard. Texas is a hot city. If y'all want to get the heat, come to Texas. Man, it's hot up here. But I love Dallas, man. I would never move anywhere else. I promise.
Wow.
I love Dallas, Texas, man.
You know, it's crazy because I've been in, you know, all parts of Texas, and I've never been to Dallas, and I've always wanted to go. So I know that me and you gonna definitely be hooking up soon.
Man, you got somewhere to come. I'm at my event center now. You know, I'm the manager of the event center, right? Look at here, man.
Whoa.
Look at here, man.
That's gorgeous.
This is where I'm gonna be performing at and everything, I'm telling you.
Oh man, that is gorgeous right there, brother.
God is so good to me, man, you know.
Man, so, that's gorgeous.
Y'all want to come to Dallas, Texas and see your boy, come on down. You dig?
What's the name of the event center?
The Winners Plaza Event Center.
Okay, cool.
Winners Plaza Event Center. Yeah.
That is nice. Now, you wrote a book, and it's on Amazon. It's very inspirational. Can you tell us a little bit about that book you wrote?
Well, it's on Amazon and Kindle. And the title of it is A Book of Poems for Women and the Men Who Love Them. So it's for the women and it's for us too. But I actually wrote the book because God inspired me, because to me, he wanted the world to know how important women are in our lives and in our society as a whole. Yeah. So, you know, and I think the book represents that pretty much. It's 84 poems in the book. I am actually proud of the book for one time, you know, for once.
Wow.
Because I didn't take credit for it, you know, like God did it.
So you said 84 poems?
It's 84.
And like these poems are talking about all different types of things?
All different types of things, man. It talks about, oh my God, you have to read this book. The lady who done the book review on my book, her name is Tiffany Jackson. She was with Dallas Gospel Connect. She said the whole world should read the book, every man, woman in the world. And that was so big for me.
Wow, that was huge. So we got a book that's critically acclaimed. We also know that G Shed the Messenger. Where does the Messenger come in? Why did you name yourself G Shed the Messenger?
Actually, a friend of mine tagged me with that messenger thing. He said, well, G, you know, he said, well, because we were thinking how I'm going to do it, right? How we're going to do it. And we were getting ready to do the album, right? We were getting ready to do the album, and that's how we come up with the album cover. G shared the messenger. My brother named Kyle Marquise, he passed. God bless his soul, man. I love that brother. Miss that brother. Sure wish he was here, man. You know how they feel, though, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. But
he
done the album cover, man. One day people will get to see the album cover, hopefully. You know, and you can go to Amazon and get the book. It's on Amazon and it's on Kindle as well.
Well, and you know what's also cool, G Shed, is that what the audience needs to know is that me and you are in collaboration doing some marketing things together. We got a big promotional campaign that we're going to be doing. And, you know, it's just an absolute blessing to have you on this show. Now, you got a single can you tell the audience about this song and the purpose of this record? Because one thing that I really enjoy about you is your authenticity. You're very genuine. You're very humble. You're very God-fearing. And the music and the stuff that you're trying to put out is really trying to uplift society. So tell us about that.
Well, the new song is poetry put to music. And it's called When Is the World Gonna Wake Up? And actually, I can't write without teaching for confirmation. I write to teach and for confirmation. And you good. You can have it. Yeah, but anyway, this poem is very meaningful, powerful, man. It asks the question, when is the world gonna wake up? And it talks about some of the different things that's happened, done happen, right? Like a brother with HIV and a young brother on the corner slinging rocks, right? And I just want to know, you know, I just want to help. So I asked the question, when is the world gonna wake up? As a matter of fact, you know, let me say something before you. Can I do that?
Absolutely, absolutely. Come on now.
It's everybody pointing fingers, playing the blame game. And everybody wants change, but we won't change, man. Take a look inside your heart and see. But when you start the week, remember there's another mother out there crying that can't sleep. Her tears falling down and her knees on the ground, but the world still going round. And I just want to know, when is the world gonna wake up?
I like that, man.
Man, thank you. Y'all stay tuned for the rest of it. It's coming. And thank you for, man, thank you. You are so inspirational and so helpful and so talented and gifted. They don't know you. I know you, Sly. You
silly.
I appreciate
you. You got me wanting to grab a box of Kleenex, man, just off of those couple of lines. That was a realness, man. Hey, but listen, G Shed, love you like a brother, man. And it's an absolute pleasure once again to have you on the Mental Margarita show.
Man, thank you.
You know, we're gonna be doing some positive things together, man. Help these communities, help our people, and help the world, you know.
Help the world.
All of us together as one.
Right. And I just want to send a shout out to God first and foremost, right?
That's right.
And I want to send a shout out to all my friends and all my family, man, you know, especially my mom, who is so inspirational to me, man. I love my mother. I'm a mama's boy, but it's just a man who loves his mother. You understand?
That's real.
And I'm like, is anything wrong with that, man? We got to love our women and our mothers. And we got to love our women the way we love our mothers, man, because if we respect them like we respect our mothers, the world is going to be a great, great place, a better place.
And that's deep. That's real deep. How do they find you on Facebook if someone wants to hit you up right now?
Okay, just go Gerald Shed. It's got a picture of my hand, my hand with on my book. I did that to advertise the book that it's in hand, right? So do Gerald Shed, GRLD SHED. And if you want to Google my name, you can come up with everything. Gerald, GRLD, with the initial G, then Shed. Gerald G. Shed. You Google that, you got me.
Absolutely, my brother. Hey, so listen, man, you have a blessed afternoon, and I'll be checking out with you real soon.
Man, thank you so much, sir.
I love
you.
Shake the world. Love you too, man.
Shake the world, man. It's the Middle Margarita Show, y'all. Don't forget, stay tuned.
You're starstruck, here's a sprinkle of the stardust. Hold your champagne glass and your cigars up. See the guys with mob ties drive the cars up. Bright lights, most nights they buy the bars up. Candy coated Chevy cars on the highway. It's Frankie baby, it's on and this is my way. Dean Martin at the Sands this Friday. With Sammy Davis, here's a little hint where I stay. The city shines like Liberace's mansion. And you know Elvis had the whole city dancing. Showgirl silhouette steady prancing. Shout out to June, just the Copa Girls anthem. Legal gambling, yeah, that would tempt me. It's Sin City, holy water couldn't cleanse me. And Wayne Newton had the crowd in a frenzy. Live at the Stardust, the seats never empty. Now if you having a good time in Las Vegas, at the count of 3, I want to hear you scream, Viva Las Vegas. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Viva Las Vegas! And Main Street was the official local beer stop. Enough slot machine noise to make your ears pop. The cigarette girls walking souvenir shops. While Red Fox had them laughing till the tears drop. Before Steve got a win at the right time, Sig and Roy had a long circus lifeline. Now the strip's got a lot of neon light signs. Would you agree there's not another city like mine? Years later, Mayweather got the city hot. And everybody in your city with a TV watch. Celine Dion got celebrities at every spot. Boys the Man even got Jenny on the block. Now here's a culture shot, the desert's got a hockey scene. Golden Knights, yeah, the #1 hockey team. And we even got the Raiders repping Vegas now. So get the champagne, it's time to bring the waiters out.